Hey friends, I feel like I just need to record this video. Um, it held me back from having a lot of success in my life, and I don't want to do the same thing for you. And that is pessimism. Being negative about the future, not feeling like good things are coming, being stuck in the day to day of feeling like that, hey, things aren't going to move forward, things aren't going to advance, the world's decaying. Like, stop for a second and zoom out and think about the complexity of the world. Think about where you are in the world right now. Are you in a town or are you in a city? How many people are in that city? Okay, now take the actual amount of people in that city or in that town and put them into a visual display into like a football stadium or something. It's a lot of people. And you got to think that's a small town or a small city in a massive world. And there is so much information and knowledge and people that a lot of the time we end up having a very closed-minded view of the world where we think that there's only one real opinion and there's only one real truth, when the truth is that there's more people than we can even fathom. Like, imagine putting 1 billion people, 1 billion, or not even 1 billion, just take out all of the USA population, and if it was made visual, it would be an army so big of people that it would be impossible for us to count it all or view it all. Like, it's insane. And that's the rest of the world. So, with this being said, what we're seeing in the world right now, from our favorite influencers to the news that we watch to the politics that we see, is like we're seeing change just as we've always seen change. Things will get better, but things will simultaneously get worse because as our living situations get better and as we have more abundance in our life, we tend to complain more because we are humans that are naturally hardwired to have problems. And if we don't have problems, then we're going to create our own problems, which is why everyone is insane right now. But we'll get over this. Whatever's happening in the world right now with corruption, it doesn't even matter what side you are on politically. I don't want to get into that kind of thing, but because we have access to our phones and because we're living in one of the most interesting times in the world, it's very hard not to see and be worried about the future. And there's many things that go into demographics and how people and basically like the age of the population of people in countries and the birth rate, but like a lot of this fear is made from, well, the byproduct of this fear is people aren't having kids, and we're coming to a position where we're not gonna have enough kids in a lot of the developed parts of the world for us to have a next generation or two. Like, seriously, think about that. Fear can be used as a way of control, and it has in everything that we see. And it requires the person, you, to view yourself as a fly on the wall and view what you're consuming and understand that it's a part of a bigger game that we can't even fathom. And we got to be aware. We got to wake up. We have to see things for how they truly are. That the truth is that the smartest man in the world knows absolutely nothing. And the more we stress about the future, the more we worry about things happening or not happening, the more that things go on in this regard, the more powerless we feel, which will drive us down a deeper road. It's about being detached, viewing yourself as a fly on the wall at all times, and understanding that you just have to focus on what you can control. Bad things are coming, but good things are also coming. And you can create your own future by the actions you take. It sounds cringy. You hear this a lot, but it's true. Nothing guaranteed in life but death and taxes. But if you show up, if you put in the work, or if you put your mind to remind you to do something, it will become very hard for you not to get that result. Now, you may be in a place right now where you feel like you have nobody, or you feel like you're not living the life that you want, you're not around the right people, you don't have the right amount of money in your bank account, and you may feel like, oh, well, the future's not going to get any better, it's going to get worse. Your perspective and everything that you want is on the other side of your ability to communicate it. So if you're in that position that you feel like, it's probably because you don't know what you want. Once you're able to communicate to yourself what you want, then the direction and the path will unfold. It will take a long time. You will fail a lot. You will make a lot of mistakes, and you will regret a lot of things that you've done on that path. But you will grow, and you will get to that desired outcome if you just don't give up. It's very simple. Now, with this being said, like, the world could collapse tomorrow. There could be a war tomorrow. There could be a life altering event that could impact us for the next 20, 30, 40 years. But you just got to acknowledge that these things are most likely coming and figuring out how you can be best prepared for it right now. There's a window in the next few years before artificial intelligence and new technologies come and really take over our life for the better, but also for worse. You have a choice to capitalize on it or be a sheep to it. So just think about that. Just think positive.